I've been working on. Now, I'm going to put you to work just a little bit. I want to talk first, I forgot, I have a couple more things before you get to work. I want to talk a little bit about the levels of claims. And we are currently down at the Dana Center writing claims and evidence. We have not gotten to the point where we're writing tasks, but we're in the process of writing claims and evidence. However, disclaimer, what I'm going to show you are not the claims and statements that we actually have worked on. But some of the claims that we're working on are at what's called the cluster level. Now, if you don't know the standards really well, in your handout, there will be 3 sections of the standards. One for grade 4, one for grade 6, and one for high school functions. If you'll look at the second page of that, first of all, you know, let me just say this. The first cover page of every grade level and every high school conceptual category is really well written. Read those. That's where we're getting a lot of our claims. It's sort of from that language. But on the second page, you will see that there are some things that are bulleted. Those are clusters of standards. Under each cluster, there will be sometimes one, but usually more than one standard. And I didn't run off the whole thing for you just because I thought it was kind enough of Don to have these printed for me without doing more and more and more pages. But the bulleted items are clusters of standards that kind of fit together in the minds of the writers. And some of the claims that we're going to make about students will be just at the cluster level. They'll be very focused and kind of smaller in nature. Some of the claims we make, I should say this, to be at the cluster level, if there is more than one standard in a cluster, and there are a few where there's only one standard, but if there is more, then a cluster level claim has to cross at least 2 standards. Some standards are at the domain level. Now on that same page, there are headings that are in bold. The bold headings are domains. And they gather together some clusters, kind of title them in terms of what the idea was. And some of the claims for students will be made at the domain level. That's actually the one that we're working on right now. Some of them will be made at what's called the subject level. Now, subject level means something different in K-8 than it does in high school. At K-8, it means the grade. So 3rd graders, kindergartners, 7th graders. What will they look like? What are claims you want to make about the student at or near the end of the year? Those are big deal claims. They integrate a lot of ideas. They'll probably have more evidence statements connected to them because they're a little bigger. At the high school level, a subject is a conceptual category. That is, it's the number and quantity, it's algebra, it's function, and as I said, the one we're working on is function. Modeling is also, it's kind of a pseudo-conceptual area. All it has is the essay. It doesn't have specific standards because that's another thing that is supposed to cross over and connect all of the other standards. It's kind of a content problem-solving thing.